While the people that he helped to put food on that table, while the people that he helped to put lights on, turn the gas on, while the people that he helped to pay their mortgage, while the people that he helped get their medicine, while the people that he helped fix their cars, while the people that he helped pay their car notes, buy gas, get out of jail. Where are they? Now. Don't tell nobody I told y'all where they at. They all gone. They went with his money. They gone, his money gone, his influence gone, his respect gone, his self-esteem gone. The fact that he had it, but he wasted it on wild living. Somebody ought to know that wild living is a waste. He wasted it all. He threw it all away on loose living. Can't smoke weed and blunts all day. Can't drink Remy.
Hennessy.
All day. Can't wake up in the morning with some absolute.
So what?
All day. Now he is in the want. Now he needs some help. Somebody say help. He needs some support. He need I'm talking to somebody. He need a lift. But look at him now, struggling to survive because of loose. You're trying to pay everybody else bills, and you got bills yourself. Trying to feed everybody else's kids, and you got kids that's hungry yourself. Look at him, he's struggling to survive. Look at him. Now pride wouldn't let him go back to his father or call for any help or anything. He just struggled to survive. He's sleeping in alleys. He's sleeping on the tunnels. He's sleeping on, y'all see him? They're sleeping on benches. He's eating out of garbage cans. He's eating leftover from somebody else's table. This young prodigal, this boy, he went down. He started out with too much, but he went down too soon. He started out with everything, but he ended up with nothing too soon. He got a job. He was set. Could have lived set. But while living, broken, foolish living, broken, loose living, robbed him, shacking, sleeping with everybody. Come on. Broken. Now he's feeding hogs. Went from riches to rags. Yeah, he was set.
Come on now.
Now he's broke, feeding hogs, smelling like hogs. Then eating with the hogs. How low can you go? I mean, you only can move back with mama so long. When mama check out who you gonna live, ain't nobody gonna take all you do is eat, sleep, and how low can you go? He lost everything too soon. Even people get lost. Yeah. Just like stuff get lost. Yeah. And things get lost. Maybe you don't know, but people get lost too. Yeah. Sometimes people sell themselves trying to get the stuff they want. They end up lost. Yeah. Some young person came out of a fine home, wonderful parents, was taught the Bible. They knew the 23rd Psalm. They knew the Lord's Prayer. Wouldn't dare go to bed without saying their prayers. Now they lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. They wouldn't dare eat a meal before they said grace. Yeah. Some of you say grace after you eat. They wouldn't dare eat a meal before saying grace, but now they're all grown up and forgot about their home training. Yeah. Now they walk around with an attitude as if they don't need God or anybody else. Don't be mad at them, they just lost. Yeah. Right. Which is a sad thing, and all around us. Don't y'all throw nothing up here, but there's a bunch of lost people. Come on, yeah. Some of them live with you, lost. Yeah. Some of them live next to you, lost. Yeah. Some of them work with you, lost. Some of them got your last name, lost. You got lost people in the pulpit. Lost people on the choir. Lost people on the motherboard. I wish I had some help with that. Got some lost deacons and trustees. Got some lost nurses and ushers. Got folk in the church that just sit on the pew. Some of them come every Sunday, but some of them are just lost. Lost people are everywhere. People who once had it, they get up in the morning with no sense of purpose or direction. They get up in the morning and struggle through the day and dare to go to bed at night without saying, Lord, I thank you for what you've done for me. They lost. They get up in the morning, don't take a bath, don't take a shower, don't brush their teeth, don't comb their hair, don't wash their face. Lost. They walk around with the pants hanging down. Awesome. When you're 60, trying to look like you're 16 with your dress all up, you're lost. He was lost from his mother. He was lost from his father. He was lost from his home. He was lost from his brother. But the saddest thing is that he was lost from himself. I'm trying to get out this text. Y'all look like y'all ready to go. Y'all ain't saying nothing, just staring me down. I'm going to look back at y'all just at me. That's how y'all looking at me. I'm going to look right back at you. My mother taught me and my father taught me that when somebody is talking to you, you look at them and you talk back to them. But I come to find out everybody wasn't house trained. There is something about it when you hit the bottom. I know y'all got it going on. You look real nice. You got your makeup on, your eyelashes. I know that ain't your real eyelashes. Take it off. Got your hair did. Does anybody knows anything about hitting the bottom? Watch it. I'm finna prophesy. The Lord gonna hit somebody here. That little weave you got, watch, it's gonna be all jacked up and messed up. But it's worth it for the master. I'm talking about rock bottom. I'm talking about when you try to make it on your own thing, but end up hitting rock bottom. And it's tough being at the bottom when you was once on the top. It's tough being broke when it seemed like you just had everything. It's tough being by yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Just the other day, everybody seemed to be around you. I want to tell you today that the Lord, our Father, is looking for folk at the bottom. Y'all sitting there like y'all been on the top. I remember when you couldn't afford no, matter of fact, you ain't had nothing up there. There's just your plaques.
Little track. No.
God is looking. He's searching for folk that has hit the bottom. You can sit there and act like you've been on the top. You haven't made. You sit there like you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Somebody ought to be able to touch and agree with me that one day God found you at the rock bottom. He's looking for folk who has tried and failed. He's looking for people who haven't left home and tried to make it on their own. Fail. Anybody glad that God searches the bottom? How many times have you thought you hadn't made, you had enough money to do this and that, and then you went and bought a house? For some unknown reason, your money got funny, just changed, got strange. Jobs started laying folk off. That dream house you ended up losing. Somebody know that the Lord give it. Lord take it away. He came looking for you. Filed bankruptcy, but God came. Come on, I got a lot of folk in here that came to me talking about bankruptcy. Yeah, God made him. Bible said that when he came to himself, eventually he was not at himself. When he had money in his pocket, clothes on his back, shoes on his feet, ring on his finger, people all around him calling him shot call. He must have lost himself and was no longer at himself. Anybody ever felt like that ain't none of me? This behavior that I'm engaged in, I'm going to tell you that ain't none of you. You don't even look right trying to smoke a cigarette. Every time you puff, you choke. That ain't your training. This ain't what I've been taught. My parents didn't teach me how to twerk. Drive it like it's hot.
Don't do it.
This is not me. I don't talk like this. Every other word is a cuss word. Come on, help me somebody.
Say it.
I don't engage in this kind of activity talking about, well, I'm a woman and a woman know how another woman's supposed to feel. I wish I had some help in here. That ain't none of you. God ain't, your mom and them ain't raised you like, they didn't practice that back then. That ain't none of you. Smoking this and drinking that and popping that and shooting up. That ain't none of you. You can smell some liquor and get drunk. You can go to the club. You black and don't even know how to get a beat. Come on, help me somebody. I'm just trying to call you out.
Quit.
There's some stuff that don't fit you. But now you want to sit there and act well, yeah, you can, but it ain't you. You look out of place.
Yeah. Say it.
Come on, Prince.
This ain't me acting like that, hanging with him and laying up with her and sleeping with them. That ain't you.
Yeah, come on.
This ain't me. One relationship after another. Now you got all these baby kids. You don't know who the daddy is. That ain't none of you. The bottom will make you see yourself like you really. I ain't got no more left. It's over here. Like you really tell the person that you're trying to wake up, he's closing now. And here, this young prodigal son finally lost everything he had. And when he ran out of everything he had, well, the Bible says that then and only then he came to himself. Oh Lord, and the Bible said that this young man said to himself, well, you know what I'm going to do since I've hit a rock bottom. Oh yeah, why I'm going back home to where my daddy is. Oh yeah, and I want to tell somebody why you better be real careful how you leave home. Oh yeah, be real careful that you don't leave with no rolling eyes. Oh yeah, be real careful that you don't leave home with a pointing finger. Oh Lord, be real careful that you don't leave with some cuss words towards your parents. Ain't God alright? Be real careful how you leave home. Ain't God alright? Because you never know when you're gonna have to turn around and go back home. Ain't God alright? But my Bible tell me, and I gotta forbid y'all well now, but my Bible tell me that this young boy had a father who still loved his son. Ain't God alright? Ever since the boy left from his daddy's house, that father was praying for his son. That father was begging God to not let nothing happen to my son. The boy could have lost his life, but his father kept right on praying for him. Ain't God alright? And I come to tell somebody he may not come when you want him to come, but somebody ought to be my witness that the God we serve won't answer prayer. Yeah, I'm so glad that the Father didn't give up on his son. I'm power in God. Resurrection power. Walk right power. Talk right power. Eat right power. Walk in power. Learning power. Forgiving power. Loving power. I get all power in my hand. I'm so glad the God we serve, He won't give up on you. I don't care how low you go, try to come down. I don't care. You go way down, way down, way down, way down, way down. Near the bottom. Anybody know God will pick you up? When He turn you around, He'll put rain in your feet, joy in your heart, passion in your hand. Ain't it all right? Say yeah, yeah, oh yeah. How many know that your Father, He'll come and look for you? Anybody believe it? How many know God came? It might be early in the morning. He may have found you in the noonday. He may have found you in the midnight. It may have been on a Monday. It may have been on a Tuesday. Somebody said Wednesday. Somebody said Thursday. Somebody said Friday. Somebody said Saturday. I don't know what your day is, but my day, one Sunday morning in Sunday school, God found me. Ever since that day, I've been up sometime. Ever since that day, I've been down sometime. Ever since that day, I've been good, y'all. God knows I've been bad, but He found me just as I was. God's grace gave me another chance. God's grace looked beyond my fault, saw my need. God's grace in a walk with you. God's grace in a talk with you. God's grace in a wipe your tears ain't eyes. God's grace is food on the coffee table. God's grace a shelter when you're outdoors. God's grace, mama with mama, brother.